Hey guys, welcome to Casual Corner Chat. I am Luke,
I'm Jenny.
I'm Sam.
I'm Boo.
and today we are going to be talking about adult hobbies, or just hobbies. Yeah, we're all adults here, so it just makes it hobbies, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Had to explain that. Yes.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you guys, so what are some of your current hobbies?
Sex. No.
Gotta bleep that out, brother.
You wish.
Saying Mr. Maurice, you do realize this.
I mean,
Anyways.
yeah, she's the person. Anyways.
She takes part in that hobby. Anyway.
I cook. I cook a lot. I really like cooking. And coffee. I'm really into coffee. So we mentioned that.
Oh, wait, you said you were fixing a coffee machine? How's that going?
Yes. Can you
So
give us an update?
that works. Yeah.
Oh.
So I bought another coffee machine to fix that coffee machine, to like scrap it for parts essentially.
Yeah.
But it turns out the second one that I got for spare parts is in better condition than the first one. So all I had to do was do like a few quick fixes, and then now I have like a fully functioning like espresso machine.
But the
now.
original one that you bought to fix is...
It's still halfway.
Yeah, okay.
It's still
Okay.
halfway.
Oh, okay. So what's the total cost of how much you spent?
on 1.5 machines, like $150.
It's solid.
Yeah.
No. You have no complaints.
Retails
Fair enough.
$800.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
So, yeah, and I've
No,
been
that's a
smashing
win.
out like coffees like every morning. So.
Very nice. Good handyman skills. I
Very
like that. I like that.
And cheap.
What about Sam? What about you, Sam?
I'm gonna lean on to that as well. Like I'm definitely into coffee as well, but I think I'm not the type to make coffee at home as much.
Yeah.
Which I would love to, but I think it does come with an investment cost. I just currently have an AeroPress, so that's like the most basic
Oh,
thing.
you have an
cute.
AeroPress.
Yeah,
Nice.
but I don't even use it. Weirdly enough, I know I should.
Do you
But
have a
then,
grinder?
No, I do not.
Okay,
That's something I need to
can give you a
probably
grinder.
invest
I can
in.
give you a grinder. I have
Oh.
a grinder that's just lying around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
and then
wow.
I'll give you a few beans to
Okay.
start
I
too.
love this.
How convenient.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I have a whole setup. Yeah,
I
I
love
have my
a whole-
AeroPress is the first thing I got. Is also
Yes.
the thing that I use the most as well.
It's so
But then-
handy.
yeah, with any hobby.
Yeah.
like you slowly like upgrade things over time.
Correct.
And that's why I have like
So do
three
you have like a
grinders.
V60?
Yes.
Yeah.
So wait,
V60 French
Making coffee is a full job?
Yeah,
full
it can
activity?
be.
It's
Yeah, yeah.
it can
I think
be,
it's
yeah.
also part of like self-care as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a
It's a
whole
routine.
morning routine.
Yeah, yeah,
correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
I spend like 10 minutes making my coffee in the morning, but it's like the most peaceful 10 minutes of my day.
Yes. Everyone, like a lot of people I know enjoy that process, even like with a matcha or coffee. Like they go through that whole routine.
Yeah. So
Luke's like, can't relate.
Okay.
I have an AeroPress, I have a French press,
Yes.
I have a V60 too.
You have that gooseneck thing,
yes, I
don't
have
you,
a
as well?
gooseneck kettle. Yeah, for the V60
Yes,
thing.
yes, yes.
And then I have a clever dripper, and
Nice.
then which is like a different way to make coffee.
Yeah.
And then I also have the coffee machine that I fixed as well.
Yeah.
So there's like
So,
So good.
so the
different
coffee
ways.
machine, I'm assuming, is on the go?
No, the coffee machine is like
No, I mean
an
like
espresso.
because let's say if you're running late and
Right.
you need a coffee before going out.
Oh, no. The coffee machine would take the most time.
I
Yeah.
guess.
Well, no, if you
Well,
think
no,
about
the
it,
drip is the longest one.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
drip is the longest,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
like the coffee machine gets you like espresso shots, so you can just like shot that and like leave that at the door.
Okay.
So you're kind of right.
So, like,
you know.
yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Make a latte. What do you mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
Shut
yeah,
that
I
right
do
out
make
the
lattes,
door.
but
Yeah.
just on days when like I just need to be out, like that also works.
All
Yeah.
right. Any
Sorry,
other
continue.
hobbies?
Sorry,
no,
darling.
that's okay. But I definitely wanted to mention that too. I would also probably say Pilates and what else? Adult hobbies.
Skincare routine.
Yeah, skincare routine was kind of a hobby. I guess I like trying
maintenance,
out.
bro.
Yeah, I know, right? I kind of like trying out new products like constantly. So I've constantly got different products of like different items of a skincare routine at once. If you would call that a hobby, I don't know, but I enjoy it.
Yeah, if you do,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Jenny?
Yeah, Pilates, weightlifting.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes I go play pool.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Oh,
I go
love
play
pool.
badminton.
Yes. Oh, yes, badminton. That's a good one.
It's a very active thing. So
Yeah.
cool.
What's something I do for my mental health?
Gaming.
Yeah, gaming. Sorry, gaming. yeah, yep, there we go.
I mean, is that good for mental health?
Oh, we talked about this. Debatable. Yep. Yep. I had
then-
the same view as you. That's so
Yeah,
funny. I
bro.
knew.
Yeah.
I knew you would have the same view.
And then like this is a hobby, podcasting.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. That's a good
True.
mention.
Yeah,
That's
editing
very true.
videos. Yep.
True.
Amen. Yeah, no, fair. For me, gym, walking.
Oh,
It used
walking's
to
a
be
good
Pokemon
one.
Go until I lost my Facebook account and
What?
Oh, actually,
You mean you
yeah.
played Pokemon
Well, you
Go
still-
up until
The entire
last
time.
Yeah,
like
that's what I was
week?
gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
wow.
gosh.
It just became a hobby, like especially during COVID, and it's just like.
But then it died, and then it's still going. You're still going.
When did it die? What do you mean it died?
Like Pokemon, like I feel like as in
No, it's still going.
it was brought up in COVID, and then I haven't heard of it since like in the last like a year or two.
no, it's
Yeah.
been keep going.
Pokemon's still very big in
Yeah.
Japan.
Yeah, Pokemon. Yeah,
Yeah,
as
but
in
here-
Pokemon
but
Go.
here-
Yeah, he's still very big.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can't relate.
I never got into it. So
Yeah, likewise, likewise.
Fair. But yeah,
Wait, people like do the card opening, but on their phones now. Is that
That's a
right?
That's Pokemon
The trading card
TCG game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trading carding
I
game.
can't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
so
That's
out of the
Crystal.
loop.
yeah, okay, yeah.
I've seen videos of
Yeah, just like raves.
ripping
Just like-
it, yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
What a thing? Oh,
Yeah, like wishing up for luck, happy, like hoping for a lucky pool
Okay.
of cards. It's a bit of a gambling situation.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Interesting.
and audiobooks, I guess, and editing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rebooks.
Well, while I walk and play Pokemon Go, I did three things at once.
Multitasking.
Yeah, like I don't enjoy the nature or anything. It's just Pokemon Go.
Oh, then you're always
That's
on your
not
phone.
great.
Yeah, that's
Triple
not
no.
good. That's
Yeah.
not good.
This is why
true.
men
Yeah.
keep getting lost and shit, like.
Yeah.
Way to expose him.
But yeah. So before you guys came, Jenny and I were talking, and she says that a hobby is something that has to challenge you. Is that true? Like, do you guys agree with
Yes
that?
and no. I think maybe it can be an initiator, like something that you want to start and challenge yourself and do something new. That could be one thing, but I don't think it always has to be that avenue. Like it has to.
So
be
then, do
something
you
that
think
challenge.
like
Maybe just some-
watching TV
yeah.
show is a hobby? Because it's something that you do in your leisure time.
Yeah.
But I don't count it as a hobby because it's not challenging. It's not like you're learning anything new from it.
I wouldn't say you necessarily because like you can just turn your brain off
Yeah.
and do a thing.
Like
and
a
have that
puzzle
be a
could
hobby.
be a hobby.
Yeah.
And you just mentally.
But it's
just-
challenging.
to
True,
an extent.
yeah.
To an extent.
I would count puzzles as challenging, so therefore it's a hobby. Whereas like a TV show is.
What about reading a book, like a fiction book?
Yeah. What about
yeah.
reading?
Like technically, yeah, I would consider reading as a hobby, and that doesn't. I guess.
Well, I think
Challenge.
well, I'm struggling to stay awake when I'm reading a book.
challenge for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's more like it doesn't have to be challenging, but if there is a challenge, then like your passion for it guides you through,
Yeah.
and like is the motivation to
Yeah.
keep going through with the challenge, I guess.
Or it could also be too challenging that you don't want to continue pursuing it. So
Yeah.
it could go both
Yeah,
ways,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I would hope that it would make us want to like pursue it more. Yeah. If it's challenging.
All right.
Yeah.
So, what is something you've always wanted to try? For me, I know it was my New Year resolution, and I keep looking it up, but I haven't like had the balls to click book, but salsa dancing.
Oh, yeah.
nice.
you did that. You
I've
did
been looking at
mention
it, I'm
that.
like, oh, it's in Balmain, but it's so far away, and it's on a Thursday, and I'm like, oh,
What's wrong with a Thursday?
I don't know. Thursday, I want to like relax. It's my day that I like.
What
can
about the
chill
rest
at
of the
night.
days that you're
But he
doing?
works like 7 days a week, right?
Yeah, 7 days a week, and then editing most of the time. Thursday is like usually my time where I chill out.
Can't
Yeah.
you just
Okay.
shift an editing day to a different day? Can you just swap?
Yeah, can't you just do it once and like just
What?
try it out? Oh, do you have to like sign up for multiple classes, or is it just
And what? There's only like one salsa class in the whole of Sydney.
Yeah, but
I'm
I
pretty
also
sure
don't
there
want
are
to go
other places.
to like a place. I don't know. I want to go to an introduction area.
The Darling Square has Latin nights on Friday
Yeah,
now.
but that's also too far.
no,
There's
I
also
heard it's
one in
Liverpool.
Tramsheds as well. I
okay,
saw.
I guess that's also not far for you, bro.
Yeah, Liverpool and Buttons.
All
Yeah,
I hear
Liverpool's
is excuses. Cause
Yeah, yeah. All right. What about your hobbies that you want to try?
I want to. Well, is learning how to swim one? That's
Oh,
more of a
that's-
skill.
Yeah.
Both.
But no, I
Both.
think
it's
that could be.
challenging by
Yeah,
James'
okay.
definition.
Like I feel like I would enjoy
Yeah,
it.
swimming
I
is
don't
a
know how to
hobby.
swim, so it would
Yeah.
be nice
Yes,
to learn how
yes.
to swim.
Save yourself
Yeah.
next time, eh?
Well,
Yeah, that'd be
my
nice,
my
actually.
partner's friend is actually learning how to swim right now.
Oh,
like she's
really?
actually actively going to like swimming lessons.
Nice. Yeah, I
Which is
have a.
amazing. Like I
You have a
haven't heard
community
that
pool
before.
like across the road from
Yeah.
where I live.
Oh my gosh,
so-
definitely
There
go.
is?
Yeah,
yeah, just gotta
go.
walk. Where?
There is.
Yeah, there is. Just
But-
legit across the road.
But you would probably like you would probably require lessons.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a like, there's an instructor there that
Yeah.
does like beginning adults, and then you
Yeah.
just kind of like,
That's so good.
practice
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah,
Yeah.
So you've kind of looked into it.
yeah. Just gotta
Yeah.
have the time.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
because I'm doing Krav Maga right now.
How's that?
Yes. So-
That is a hobby too.
You know, they mentioned that to me and I did not know about that.
Yeah, it's a
Like,
new
whoa,
thing.
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, my
What do you
partner.
mean? He sent it in the chat where you are existing.
Wow, rude.
Yeah.
Clearly did not read that then.
But no, my
Actually, no, I did actually read that, but I didn't know that was a thing
Covering
regular.
yourself right now.
Anyway,
Anyways.
yes.
Yeah, no, my partner wanted to do Krav Maga.
Oh, cute.
Oh, so you do it together?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
awesome.
And so I was like, yeah, why not? I'll go
Who
with
wins
you.
the most? You or her?
It's just
What?
training right now.
Wow, so competitive, Luke.
We're not like, we're sparring, but we're not like hurting each other.
Yeah.
But
Cool.
it's kind of nice because I found out I like getting my ass beat. There's
So
something
she's
about-
winning.
Alright.
So
No,
she's winning.
It's like there's like other
that
people.
answers it right there.
There's
She's
people
winning.
in like your weight class that you spar with. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
she's much smaller than I am.
Yeah, she
so
is.
I'm not like
She
out there
still
hurting her.
wins.
Yeah.
But like it's kind of fun just in a controlled environment, like getting hurt and like learning how to defend yourself and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Which is kind of
Yeah.
cool. I mean, the goal is always to run, like not to initiate fights, but then when someone starts something, then you can
Then you
actually
need to defend
put 'em
yourself.
down. Yeah,
Yeah. No, that's
I think I've been
amazing.
doing. So it's nice.
That's good.
I'm also not like, sorry, I'm also not like a violent person.
Yes.
Like I'm like
You're very
pacifist, right?
yeah.
But like
Very
this
chill.
is this is kind of like exploring that gray area of like maybe some violence or expressing some of that in an environment is okay.
Yeah.
So
Like you're doing it in a controlled environment.
yeah.
So-
So it's kind of like interesting because it's like I don't like being violent, but I also like getting hit and hitting people. So it's like finding like
But
where
That's
you
that's
pretty
it's like,
weird.
It's
Wait,
a balance, right?
That's
Because
very
it's
weird.
a
That's
balance.
such a man thing to say because even Julian is like, oh, sometimes I just want to punch on a guy. And I'm like,
yeah.
I don't understand this, but it's a man thing.
You just
Yeah.
want to swing or
on
like
my
just get
bucket list.
swung at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Maybe
Yeah.
it is some like territorial fucking man evolution.
Yeah.
But at least like as I'm exploring that, like
in a safe space.
in a safe space.
Yes. Yeah.
Wait, so
Yeah.
you get to swing at people?
Yeah.
Or like pretend to be a predator? Is that what it is?
Yeah, and then you
Yeah,
got to
yeah,
defend
yeah,
yourself
yeah,
against
yeah,
that, and then
yeah.
you take turns, right?
Dude,
So you got to
pretending
know.
to be a predator.
Yeah, pretend. But yeah, anyways.
Interesting.
Anyways.
Yeah,
next.
that sounds cool.
Sam, you're up.
Well, it's something that I'm kind of doing now, but cooking has definitely been a hobby that I've been really. I didn't think I'd pick it up, but I always wanted to pick it up, and I'm
No,
learning.
but the question is, what do you do? Like, what do you have? What haven't you started yet that
what
you want to
haven't
do?
I started?
Yeah. What would you like to try?
I'd actually want to try crocheting.
Oh my god, that was my answer. You cannot be stealing my answer.
We can do it together. Yeah. Honestly, it looks like I've been watching a lot of videos of like people making like tops and I guess like accessories like bags
Yeah.
and headwear and stuff like that through crocheting. And I thought it would be really, or like just in general, like just knitting, sewing, crocheting, like that, all of
Yeah.
those in it together would be something
Very
I'd be
cottage
interested.
core.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. But you know how like people just do it like
Muscle memory.
like muscle memory.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll ever get to that. I feel like I'll just
You
constantly
never know.
be
It just
Yeah.
takes time.
They were
Yeah, it
where
does.
you were at. You're
for
at
sure,
now.
for
you know?
sure. Yeah. But I also realize how many hours you actually spend on an item sometimes. And I'm like,
Oh,
wow,
100%.
it's a lot.
It takes so
Yeah,
many
someone like said
hours.
like it was like 5 hours for one thing, and I'm like, ooh,
But the
How much
point is
is
that you
the-
mindlessly do it, right?
yes,
Like you're not.
Yeah.
You're like watching TV. And you're
yeah.
just
I'd
like,
probably listening to a podcast and then
How
doing
I
that
play
simultaneously.
Pokemon Go and walk and listen to audio.
Yeah. See, there you go.
Yeah, multitasking. Yes, yeah. So
How much is like for like a wall and everything?
I actually have not looked into that.
I think wool nowadays is quite expensive.
Yeah.
Like you used to be able to buy them at dollar stores, but
Yeah.
then now it's like much more expensive
Yeah.
than a dollar.
I'd probably go to
Timu
like
it is.
yeah, or like go to a sale like Spotlight or Lincraft or
But
something.
Spotlight and Lincraft are both expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard. I'm like, yeah. So I don't know.
I think they
That's
just
like
figured
something.
out that like people like doing it as a hobby, so
Yeah.
they jacked it up unnecessarily.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Probably.
people that go around like crocheting
Crocheting.
like random stuff in the street as well. Like I don't know.
Oh, I've seen the trees.
Yeah, like
or like the
trees,
like the
yeah,
poles and
man.
stuff.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
Walkways,
Potholes?
and potholes, and all
What?
that.
Are you- what?
Oh, not
Holes?
potholes. Like no,
Sorry, that's wrong.
like the walkways. You know how the arm rails.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah. You never know. Anyways, but like all that kind of stuff, they just like do that. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, that's a lot of wool you're wasting. And like one bad rainy day. And
What do you mean?
good.
It's just.
I think
it's fine in the rain.
yeah,
really?
Like your clothes. It's not gonna.
yeah. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it doesn't
How
melt.
thoughtful of you. To think that.
Quality's gonna look bad, and then that's a waste of like wool. I'm thinking about the
No.
wool, like it's a waste
It
of money.
won't. It won't change
Yeah.
shape.
Anyway,
Oh, plus, like wool nowadays is like yarn nowadays is not actually like made out of wool. It can be made out of
Like probably synthetic
yeah.
materials. Yes.
boo.
Yes. Yeah.
Jenny, you want to do hobby? Same thing? Or can you think of another one?
What about like jewelry making? I feel like jewelry making is also.
Well, actually, I
along
make
lines.
candy for raves, so that's I already have beads at home and everything like that.
Fair enough. Nice.
But I've been influenced by TikTok recently to like try and make YouTube videos that like people can watch on replay, like cafe stores put like music in the background, and so you can play them for hours and hours,
Yes.
and then
Yes.
like
Yes.
make revenue off of that.
I have seen those. I have
It's like,
seen those.
what do you call it? This lo-fi.
Lo-fi.
stuff.
beats?
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
shorter,
Yeah.
right?
Well, no,
No, it's like
it'd
an
be
hour or
long.
something.
Yeah,
Like an
yeah,
hour
yeah.
long.
But
okay.
it
I
just
actually
repeats.
listen to those sometimes.
Exactly.
Yeah. They're
Remember
actually
that?
pretty
Like
good.
uni and all that in
Yeah.
high school.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you
yeah,
play
yeah.
in the background.
They're always in the background.
Severance dropped an 8-hour long one of those where like they just play Severance music for like 8 hours.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
can,
my
you
God.
can-
I
you
used
can
to
do that.
listen to
Severance.
like train
Wow.
sounds or like rain.
Rain one. I've done rain.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Oh, nice.
Something
Like
like
moody
that.
music.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I think something like that would be good to challenge myself and try
Yeah.
and find like another revenue stream. Out
Yeah.
of.
For
Yeah, but like,
sure.
does every hobby have to be like a thing that you make money off of?
It would be a
can.
bonus.
It'd be yeah. But
yeah,
I already have hobbies that are non-money making.
Okay.
That's
gotta
fair.
balance it out, you know?
God, I hate that. I hate it. Like the whole hustle culture, like productivity, mindset, grindset.
But
That, like-
it's just I want
I
to
have a
be
fine
able
balance
to
with that.
like
You need a fine balance.
yeah. I want to be able to not actually work for my money in the future and just have it be passive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
So
Good
like
point.
YouTube videos would be something very passive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I upload
Like,
once
that's-
and then like
but then
Fair
do what
goal.
with your time in the future?
Anything and everything.
correct.
Yeah, yes, these things. But like, are you doing any of that now? Like, what's
Yeah,
the
I
sense
am.
in delaying that gratification?
I am
you
doing
know?
all of that now.
Okay, that's okay.
I'm
know,
just setting
very-
my
I want to
future
do
up.
more of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, wouldn't you want to have a business that like fuels itself?
Like fund
Like,
itself.
eventually, but I think like it's so oversaturated now that you know, like you're not going to crack into an industry that hasn't been tapped just yet.
Of course, but you never know until you try.
I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, yeah.
Correct.
That's really true.
Correct.
Like,
That's
I
the
agree with
mindset.
that. I agree with that mindset too. Because
I think
like
it's
just
just-
because there's so much out there doesn't mean that you can't do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Like what we're trying to do.
Yeah, no. I think it's just an
Demanding our
exhausting-
job right now.
I think it's just
I
an
know, right?
exhausting
Yeah,
thing to like try and monetize like an aspect of your life that's meant to give you calm and solemnity. You know what I mean? Like things are just they can allowed to just be like. You know?
But it's just but it's a
Yes.
bonus. Like
Yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's true. Like there's a variety of hobbies that you can do that could, you know,
Yeah.
fill that bucket, but then also
Yeah.
fill Jenny's.
Yeah.
So
But if I was gonna go crocheting, I would probably like try and sell everything that I would crochet
Yeah.
too.
that makes sense. Well, I was literally talking to someone today about like the concept of like monetizing this podcast.
Yeah,
And like, you know,
100%.
bringing in like advertisers and all of that to like, I guess, generate revenue. Yeah, 100%. So that would be like, you wouldn't say no to that, boo. Right?
Wait, out of curiosity, and probably for our listeners as well, do you guys know how much, like listeners, and how much anything we need to get to make money?
I mean,
Like-
how many? Right? Yeah, you told us a few times.
Do you two
I can't
remember?
I
recall.
can't
What do you mean,
conceptualize
like
it,
on
right?
Spotify or on YouTube?
Yeah, on Spotify and YouTube.
X many hours, X many.
Yeah. So
viewers
just
or
for
Correct.
our listeners' sake, I'll pull that up
I know
now.
YouTube is 3,000 subscribers
I see.
with I don't know how many view minutes.
Oh yeah. there
It's
was a few
either
minutes, yeah.
like minutes from the video or like minutes from your reels.
So for Spotify, it's 2,000 people who streamed on Spotify.
Per month?
Yeah, is
In
that
total,
overall?
What do you mean in total? That's it.
2,000 people who streamed on Spotify
Okay.
in total.
Wait, so then
Guys,
we can
listen.
just stream our own stuff until it hits 2,000.
No, it has to be
two-
different
2,000
people.
individual
It has to be
people.
2,000.
individuals.
So I can
individual
create
people.
2,000 different accounts and
Yeah,
then
If
do
you're
it that way.
bothered to. If
Yes,
you're bothered
Jenny.
to. 10,000 consumption hours on Spotify. and then publish 12 episodes.
Okay, so we have more than 12 episodes.
Yeah, we've done that.
Okay.
one.
Tick
Okay.
One box.
All right,
Right.
so I
We
can.
don't need
I'm
to
gonna
talk
start
about it.
creating.
Play this in your sleep, guys. Play this in your sleep.
No, but we need individual. We need
Oh yeah, I'm
more
gonna
people.
start creating different accounts,
Yeah.
bot accounts.
Or just learn coding and then like make
Yeah.
bots and shit. You know?
Oh, you're fun.
But yeah, that's just the general
Yeah.
idea for our Spotify game and YouTube. Jenny's already said. TikTok is a bit harder. Apparently, we don't have the same
No,
privileges.
yeah. Australia
As in
doesn't have
America.
the TikTok Creator Fund,
Yeah.
Fair enough.
so you
Really?
can't. Yeah. So, but if you create your account under like like in America, you get the Creator Fund. But like in
Interesting.
Australia, as in like, if you locate yourself in America via a VPN,
Yeah.
Yeah.
in America, you can then start earning money
You can still. Okay.
in Australia.
I guess
Interesting.
that's gone now with the ban in America, right?
No.
Do you think?
I think it's still going. I think people
No,
still make
they
money
still
off TikTok.
they still get money off of TikTok.
TikTok
yeah.
is still
'Cause it got
running.
Yeah.
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 I think that still applies.
Okay. All right. So I was looking online and
Wait, what
Wait,
about
what
you?
was your answer? Yeah, we
I
didn't
was
talk.
talking about salsa dancing, and I also wanted to try bouldering. That was a bit of a phase, like everyone was going through.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
People are still in that phase.
yeah, but I hear less of it now. It's
Oh, really?
badminton. I think
Oh,
it's
no.
badminton.
Oh, really?
I'm
Is it?
still hearing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I hear
every
bouldering.
second person I heard was like, "Oh, I'm starting badminton." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
I think in your friend circle. I think your friend circle. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, but
I saw something about bouldering where there was like a partner climb, and I was like, huh? Like there's two people on the wall at the same time. Yeah, and you kind of help each other together on the thing. You know how like normally with bouldering,
It's
there's
just
only one
one.
person.
Yeah.
There's
But
partner
you're,
climbs.
but you're
sort
not
of thing.
competing.
No.
Support. Okay.
Yeah,
You
support.
know,
That's
what do
nice.
you
Quite
call it?
interesting.
Do you remember Tomo from the Lunar Year Party?
Yeah.
He was a very tall guy.
Yes,
with
sir.
a thing.
Yes.
Anyway, he was doing bouldering like with like hooks and rope
What?
on a cliff face.
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
my
yeah,
gosh!
yeah,
Did you
yeah,
see
yeah.
that?
Oh.
Like, crazy! I was like,
Yeah.
you can die,
That's
brother.
That's
Yeah.
what
Actual
bouldering is.
bouldering,
That's,
yeah.
that's,
Actual
that's
bouldering.
bouldering. What
That's
do you
the
mean?
max. That's a goal.
There's like the mats as well, right? Like the pull out.
no,
Do they
this
have-
is in the wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes
There's
they bring
ones-
mats.
Yeah, sometimes they
bring
bring
mats.
mats. Yeah.
I've seen people.
In
Over
case
the
of
they-
ocean.
No. So there is bouldering where you
Yes.
don't have hooks and ropes,
Yes.
and you just fall back
Yes.
onto the mat.
Yeah.
And it's actually
it's
it's
like on
not
a
that
cliff.
high.
It's just a cliff,
yeah.
but it's a ground
Yeah.
bottom. Yeah. It's not ocean, as you said.
Oh, in his one is ocean.
Well,
Yeah.
you said.
Yeah,
It can be
okay,
ocean.
yeah,
Like you can
yeah,
fall
yeah,
into
yeah.
the ocean.
Yeah,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
what I'm saying.
crazy.
But anyways,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on. So I was looking online, and people categorize hobbies into 4 categories. Famous YouTuber named Brett Maverick, he defined this as well. He said that it's split into 4 categories. One is social, one is solo, one is mental, and one is physical. Do you guys agree with that? Obviously, some of
Yeah.
these can overlap.
Yes,
So
100%.
we all know what social is when you interact with each other, do sports with each other. Yep. Solo is when you obviously do it by yourself, independent. Mental is when you challenge the mind, and physical is when you challenge the body.
Yep.
Yep. So,
Yeah, you can definitely mold a couple of them together for sure.
in any of these areas, do you guys lack?
Yeah, mine completely lacks any social component.
That's true.
All the ones that I'm doing, it's all like singular.
Yeah, we do-
you're like solo only.
Yeah.
then again, we do. I mean, Dungeons and Dragons. That's
I mean,
D&D.
yeah, that's true. That's true. It's, but they're not like the main hobbies. You know what I mean?
But it is one of your hobbies.
Ouch.
I mean,
Ouch. Sue.
well,
Ouch,
you didn't list
I
D
agree.
and D.
Sorry.
You didn't list D and D.
That's
was
so
going
true.
to.
Yeah.
No, I didn't say it. I didn't say it's a
Yeah,
monopoly. Anyways, but yeah, what about you, Sam? Any of these 4 that you lack?
I feel like I kind of touch on all. I would
Touch
say
on
I
all?
touch on all.
What's
Yeah.
mental? What's your mental?
Mental. I do Sudokus
Really?
on my phone. Yeah.
You do that often. I also
like
play Sudoku
once or twice a
sometimes.
week. And I test myself.
I play Sudoku on the plane when I'm flying somewhere.
Yeah. It's good.
I delete photos.
Oh,
Like, I
that's
go
good.
through, you know,
That's not bad,
That's a
that's not
mental
bad.
one.
Yeah.
No, that's really good,
You know how
actually.
they're like full making apps for that?
What?
What do you say you do? You delete photos.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
go
like
through
you
your
go through-
gallery.
Oh, then what are
Yeah.
you saying? That you create an app to delete
No,
photos?
they made an app, so it's easier to delete. It's like a Tinder profile, but it goes through your album. You can just swipe left or right to delete or save.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? But how hard is it to just
select and delete.
People are making things just so it's like
Yeah,
easier
yeah,
for the
yeah.
mind, and
I
it's just like
see.
swiping game, right? So it's easy and addicting.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Hey, it worked.
I don't know if I like that
Does
or if I'm
it?
angry at
I
that.
don't know. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about
I should
that
have made
one.
it first.
Okay.
My mental one would be Duolingo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
yeah,
good
yeah,
one.
yeah.
That's a
learn
good one.
Spanish. You've
Do
been
you feel
missing.
like you
Yeah. Yep.
hit all of the others as well, though?
Social? It would be either this and D&D. Solo would be walking in gym. Physical would be gym. And mental is Duolingo.
Duolingo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So,
it's
you kind
all-
of touch on all. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about yourself, Jenny?
I think maybe the social aspect I need
Yeah.
to do more of.
Yeah, yeah. I'm in that boat too.
So what do you think he can do to be more social? Like a social
He just needs to
hobby?
get out.
So with all the hobbies that we mentioned, what hobby can be more social for you? Would it be the swimming classes?
No, I feel like that's
nah.
more social. Like it's solo.
No,
It's like, hey man, I just drowned. How you doing?
It'd be like gasping for breath.
they can't save me, bro. I would drag them down with me. Useless. No, I do a sport. I wouldn't mind doing a sport. Like I was thinking about getting into badminton actually. I didn't know it was
Wait,
like
but
about to leave?
badminton is not really a social sport. You're not really like chatting on the court.
But at least you do it
People-
together.
Yeah.
But if you do like a social badminton while you're waiting for the court, you can chat.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, fair enough. Not badminton, then I guess it's not social enough. But yeah.
Is gaming social enough for you?
Or like I talked to Julian.
Someone who you already speak to. Would you count like the racist 13-year-old yelling obscenities at you?
Oh, but they
with your
don't. That
friend?
doesn't happen in League of Legends.
Oh,
they don't
no.
have like an in-game chat voice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought
it's
you were saying
only in
like League
Valorant
is just
that they do.
because everyone that plays League is amazing and
No.
you know moral people. Okay.
Viv and Sam, have you ever actually played
The
any
sarcasm
games?
in Ruth's voice right now. It's so funny.
Wait, Viv and Sam, have you actually played games like at all? Like video
I
games?
have played
I
games.
have played games,
Yeah.
but like they're not a like frequent part of my life.
Correct.
But like onto the grade of like League of Legends and all that.
Like I dipped into like COD and Counter Strike back in the day, but
I've played that before, but not crazy.
yeah,
Like not regularly.
Like I would spend like maybe an hour and then just get bored, and then I just
Yeah.
go outside.
Gaming is my life.
Yeah.
do it. I
Haven't
mean, not
played
yucking
too
anyone's
much.
yum.
Guess you
but-
guys can't do it together. That's all it means. That's all the social one you want
Yeah.
to do. All right, so the next part is what hobbies do you guys find attractive in your partner, in a partner? What are
Sport.
green flags? Sorry?
Sport.
Sport? Any sport
Sports
in
are good.
particular?
No.
No.
I think sport in general for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Any kind of sport?
Any kind of like
Damn.
physical
Right, are
activity.
you gonna find a beauty sport to us?
No, I heard.
I know, right? I can so see that happening.
I heard cycling isn't like.
Cycling is alright.
Pretty impressive,
pretty-
I gotta
yeah.
say.
Yeah, but then like when you look at them in the costumes, it's just kind of like
The costumes.
You know what I mean? The leotards.
The
the
weird
how-
helmet.
How dare
Just like the-
you?
you know, just the
We know what you're looking at.
yeah, you know, and it's just I don't
No,
like looking at that.
I'm
you know?
not focused on that.
Yeah.
I'm focused on the concept of like them on a hill and just going up, and I'm like, you go.
Yeah,
like, when I'm in a
dude, that's
car, when I'm in the
crazy.
car,
Maybe
I'm
with
like
the muscly
rooting for
legs,
them.
but like everything else is just like, oh, it's
Yeah.
all squished in there and you know,
No,
skin tight,
it's just
We talking
sweaty and not nice. You know what I mean? You just have to peel that off at the end of the day.
why you don't do sports.
I can hear people unfollowing right now.
No, I feel like cycling's an impressive sport.
Yeah,
I
I'll
can't-
watch
I
you
can't do
cycle
it.
up a mountain. Let's do it.
I
You
don't
do
know
it.
how to ride a
No,
bike, so I'm
exactly.
good.
You don't know how to ride a bike.
Yeah, I forgot how to ride a bike. Legitimately, that phrase, oh, it's like just like riding a bike. It genuinely doesn't apply to me.
I actually
Really?
feel that too.
Yeah.
I haven't been on a bike in ages.
Yeah, you put me on a bike, I'm
more than a
falling down.
decade. Yeah,
Damn.
For real.
but I feel like I'd be able to just pick it up.
Can
But
we
who knows?
Can we test it out and record it on?
Yeah,
put it on
sure.
Instagram? Yes.
I will hurt
Yeah.
myself thoroughly, but that's
You
Got a
wanna
bike
race?
outside.
You wanna
We can do
race
it.
yeah. Who gets to the ground first, right? Or who has like the biggest
That
star?
would be
Yeah.
content.
Oh my god!
get it.
I'm gonna
I'll
have like
clip it.
I'm gonna be the one that has like all the things.
Gonna have helmets
man.
then. Yeah, I'm gonna have helmets.
Yeah.
Sorry, what's the question?
What kind of hobby do you find attractive in a partner?
Yeah, when we're saying sports.
Reading.
Reading.
Like people being like well read and stuff like that is pretty.
is
That
reading
is
fan
attractive.
fiction enough?
Fan fiction.
Fan fiction because I know a lot.
Sorry.
I know a lot of girls that do fan fiction and then
Now?
erotic fan fiction.
Now?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, book talk, you know, getting big. basically.
But he's talking about fan fiction here.
Oh, yeah.
It's a bit
But
different.
then I don't think you're into fan fiction and not books.
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of goes
Sure.
hand in hand.
I remember
So
reading,
you're fine with a
reading
girl
fan
reading
fiction.
fan fiction?
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
What's wrong with that? Why are you eating on
No, I'm just curious. I'm like, oh, interesting.
What's
Okay, so
yours?
I'm dancing. A girl that can dance. After my own heart.
Fair.
I don't know.
Like
it's
what kind of
something-
dancing? Like TikTok dancing?
That's so not me. Oh my god.
Like,
Now rhythm, right? Having rhythm.
Rhythm.
Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean. I know.
like hip hop and all that.
Yeah.
Okay.
everything.
Yeah, that's why.
No,
That's
I
why
get
you're
it.
doing Latin dancing, right?
Yeah.
I'm just scared to get close. Like, don't dance with me. I like to watch. I don't dance.
You don't want to be embarrassed.
Yeah. I
Man's
know.
looking for a wife in the salsa class.
Yeah, so is TikTok dancing a attractive hobby?
I don't watch enough of it, but just like standing in one spot and dancing. I need like full like move from a spot.
Yeah.
Diverse.
Nah, if I see someone recording a TikTok in which they're dancing, it's like instant. Nah, for me. You know, just like
What about you guys?
Oh really?
yeah.
I think it's pretty impressive. I actually love watching like dance videos.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
But like recording a TikTok though, as opposed to
Yeah.
like dance videos.
TikTok. Well, yeah.
You have to record the video.
I know,
Yeah.
I know what you
to
mean.
dance.
But it's just the separation of you're kind of recording for TikTok now. I don't know. Am I too much of an
okay.
asshole right now? Am I revealing
Well,
too much about
I
myself?
kind of watch more the ones where they kind of, you know, like what was that one called? Like 1 million.
1 million. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
like I
1
like
million
that
spent
kind of.
hours
I
on
like
1 million,
those
bro. Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
Or like dance battles, stuff like that.
Yeah. The Red Bull dance battles are
Yeah,
really good.
I think I'm more related
I've
on that
seen,
one.
oh my god, I
really
felt so many of that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
More
we gotta
that
show
than
you.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
I
that.
would say so.
Because it's like more for like the joy of it as opposed to like
Yes.
views. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's like okay,
But
you're
they're
doing a
posting
trend.
for views.
I mean, yeah, you're doing a trend, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like meh.
Yeah, fair. All right. So what are
Wait, what was yours? An attractive.
I said sport.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you said sport.
And then
Yeah.
you,
said sport.
yeah, I thought so. No, mine would probably be still like would be cooking.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
I love like a man who
so does
can
Dan cook for you?
Yes, he does.
What's
But-
the
Good boy.
best dish? What's his best dish?
He makes a good steak.
Okay.
Steak,
Basic beach
pasta.
meal.
I am basic. But I think we both aren't not like the best at cooking, but we don't cook variety that much. So I think the joy of cooking together is something that I've been really enjoying. So
Okay.
yeah,
Fair.
yeah, and trying different
okay.
recipes that way. Yeah, and that's
Yeah, that meal I made for you was like 6 different techniques.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was me kind of like
Yeah.
flexing my muscles a little bit.
Exactly.
It was fun.
exactly. So I love that.
All right.
I want to try that more.
What hobbies are unattractive to you?
Well, I think Vio and I are going to probably say the same
Gaming,
thing.
yeah,
Gaming.
gaming, yeah.
And that's going to hurt Jenny in the process. So it's,
A little gaming
Sorry,
is
I got
okay.
you.
yeah. Yeah. We're like split once
Like
again.
just any gaming or like excessive gaming?
Excessive.
Yeah.
What's excessive?
Like you would rather play games than spend time with me, for example.
I'd say like 4 hours in like the same spot. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
like brain rotting for 4 hours and just kind
Yeah.
of like doing the thing. Not brain rotting, sorry, but like just like, you know.
Does this describe you?
I don't. Well, one, I don't. If my partner says that, oh, you're choosing a game over me, then obviously I'm not going to do that. I don't do that right
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
And I also agree with Sam that if I were to go over to my partner's house and then he just sits there gaming all day, I'd be like,
Like,
Yeah.
why am I there?
yeah,
Rude.
100%. And
Yeah.
I have friends that have boyfriends that do that,
Same.
and I'm like,
Same.
what is the point?
Yeah. I'd rather just go out, do my own thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But like if
Yeah.
you have alone time, you can choose whatever you do in your alone time.
Correct.
On your own, do you know what I mean?
Yes.
But,
Each
like,
their own.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think,
It becomes a problem.
yeah.
So this may be different. This is probably different. I'm just gonna clarify.
yeah.
But like I've worked on this podcast at my ex's place. Yes? No.
What? Is that a
I don't
question?
know. Is that a
Wait, is that a
question?
Like, is
question?
that a
We don't
good
know.
thing or a bad thing? Like podcasting is a hobby, like we said, right? And me editing.
What is she
What was
doing?
she doing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what was she doing?
She was just watching TV on her phone. Is that all right?
Was that discussed that you were going
Yeah.
to do that
Was
and
that a
she was
choice?
okay with that?
Yes.
Then I think that's okay.
Fine, yeah, because you
Okay.
can spend time just in each other's company, but
Correct.
not doing anything together.
Yes. I agree with that. But I think it's if that person signed up to like I guess spend quality time with you and then you decided to do something else without them, then I think it's a bit
especially in the context of
makes sense.
gaming, it's sort of like,
Yeah.
oh, I'll get to you when I've finished this or
Yeah.
whatever, and it just doesn't.
I don't like that mentality.
You know,
Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't
whereas
sit
like
well
you
with
can
me.
put down a podcast, like editing anytime,
Yeah.
type thing. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Would you guys just like go, like you would just go over to her house and then start editing and that's it?
I don't know. We like have dinner first and then
And then
start
you start
watching
editing.
something, and I'm like, okay,
yeah, that just sounds like domesticated life. You know?
Yeah. Like it's okay to
But
do your
then-
own things.
No, okay. But then like Luke would barely see his ex, like maybe once every 2 weeks. And then he just
Oh,
like,
okay,
he would then like,
this is the context.
Okay. Yeah. The context
okay.
is so important.
he would then just edit videos. Like
Yeah.
what is the
Jenny.
point?
Jenny adding
this is
Luke,
why I
bro.
brought it up. This is like,
No, but you didn't provide that context. You need to set the scene.
we should have known. Fair enough.
Bitch.
Hey,
Hey, this is part of your communication issues, bro.
if she knows, you should know. I thought you knew as much as she does.
So in this
Okay.
context, you saw your ex like once a week
Yes.
or once
Once
every
a
2
week or
weeks.
once every 2 weeks.
fortnight, yeah.
because like Friday nights was
Yes.
date night.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, I'm remembering. And then
It's a bit late now.
and then did you do the editing on the Fridays, or
Yeah.
did you go out?
We'll go out and then we'll come home and then we just sit at her place.
Nah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. That's
No,
different.
sorry, Luke.
That's different.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately not.
Look, is honestly, it's also up to her to have communicated that to you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's because it's a two-sided thing. You can't just sit there and simmer. You know.
Like she honestly might have been okay with it, but
Yeah.
we're just coming at from on our perspective. I think.
Yeah,
of,
yeah.
Like
I'm
spending
coming
quality
at it
time.
from like I see I live with my partner, so like we do domesticated stuff like in the same spot, but like separately all the time. You know, so
Yeah, I'm the same. Like whenever I stay over at my partner's place, like on like consecutive days, there's days where like we're both doing our own things. Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like if it's
once a
like
week, yeah.
one,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Correct.
All right. Okay. Anyways, we'll move on to. Oh yeah. So you guys said gaming. What about you? What is unattractive? What do you think?
I was gonna say clubbing.
Hey, you.
yeah.
clubbing, bro. What are you talking
Hey,
about?
you said earlier clubbing was
Excessive
not a
clubbing.
thing.
Yeah.
Any
yeah,
word
yeah.
and then excessive before.
Okay, I don't know. Like
It was for thee, but not for me, bro. Like, what is
excessive
this?
drug use.
Oh, that's a good one. She looks at Taboo.
Does that include excessive drinking as well?
Probably, yeah. I would put
Yeah,
that
you don't
together.
drink, so
Yeah.
I guess so.
So yeah, fair enough.
I'd put all three together as a.
Oh wow, we know a lot about each other. Sorry, just realized that.
No.
For me,
Yeah.
it would be at first. It used to be excessive into like a celebrity, like let's say a Swiftie. Let's say a completely Swiftie,
Right.
Or excessive anything into one thing.
That,
okay.
that probably didn't relate to you, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
Like you
it's
didn't understand
crazy.
it.
I
yeah.
slowly understood that over time. Like fair enough, everyone's a fan of something. That's fine.
Sounds mad petty, but
I know.
Shopping, excessive shopping. Yeah, if someone like just buys a lot of stuff that they don't need. Yeah.
I know, but we're not excessive.
You just said,
not
I love
excessive.
trying all this different skincare. Like I have a lot of products open.
we've sat here and had a conversation about you guys just buying doubles and triples of things
Yeah,
that you don't need. It's like-
Back up, it's not excessive.
We'll do a flashback, man. Who you watch? But yeah.
That's funny.
like to the point where it's like a problem. You know what I mean? Like a saving
hoarding.
spending problem.
Yeah. Like hoarding, or you like, oh, I bought it. You buy it and you haven't used it. And then you buy something else similar in the same vein. Oh. Does that make sense? Like, oh,
Like-
it would be borderline hoarding.
Is that a hobby? Sorry.
Excessive shopping is a
Oh,
bad
sorry.
hobby? Oh, sorry, we gotta stop using excessive.
I know.
Anything too extreme is like bad, but like
Yeah.
shopping.
Shopping a
But
hobby.
if it's their money, like why? Why does it just speak to a personality type that you don't like?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
But any
Which makes sense.
isn't any hobby like a specific personality?
Yeah,
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Like each their own. Yeah.
All right. So by looking
It's got
Does
attacked
not
many
make
times.
sense. Yeah.
anyways, by what do you call it? So I looked online and looked at different websites, TikTok, YouTube's videos, and Facebook and Instagram and all that.
Wow,
Oh, not Facebook.
that's a lot of research.
Social
Isn't that
media.
you?
A lot of research. Yeah, I was waiting for you guys to come over. Anyways,
Oh, that's so sad.
I can be hydrated. Like that's my contribution to the research. Thank you, Luke.
So, red flags for men. So, not in any particular order, but these are the top 5 red flags for men. Number 1, drinking or
Like
clubbing.
hobbies that are red flags.
Wait,
Yeah.
as in like from the male's perspective?
Woman's perspective
Oh,
of a man.
okay. Yep.
Yep. Number 1, drinking and clubbing.
Yeah. We named that. Yeah.
Number 2,
It's not a game.
Self-explanatory moment. Yes. We can make it a game.
ding.
Jenny won.
Yes. 1 point for Jenny.
Next one, video games.
Us won.
Yes.
Number 3, anime.
Oh.
Luke nil.
Hey,
Yeah, you're nil. We're all 1 point.
Anime.
this is for men though. Like, why would
I'm not
right.
that
I don't.
into anime personally.
It's
But you
not.
wouldn't mind, right?
What is so hobby about it? Just watching anime.
Yeah.
Watching anime,
This
collecting
is
all the
why
collectibles.
you don't think it's a hobby. You don't consider
I
that
think
a
it's like
hobby.
watching specifically anime.
Yeah. But I think her,
Or even the collectibles.
her concept of watching things, I don't think is like, she considers it as a hobby.
Is it because you watch anime? Is that-
No, it's because she doesn't think it's challenging.
Yeah, yeah. What's so offensive about this?
I see.
Next one, gambling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And number 5 will be cosplaying.
Oh, I'm so not into that. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Big no from Sam.
Yeah.
All
Sorry.
right. Wait.
What are you
thoughts?
thinking about?
I get it. You know, I can.
I think I know what he's
Like
thinking.
like in a
In a
sexual.
different context.
yeah, I think so. I was thinking the same, maybe.
What about you, Jenny? Do you agree? Cosplaying?
Oh. I think men love it.
I thought females also do like to do it too. Like, are you
Wait,
saying
are you talking about men loving
Doing it or
cosplay
like
of
or men?
girls?
Yeah.
Or,
Like seeing it, seeing the
Oh,
cosplay.
yeah.
but men that are cosplay.
I don't.
Yeah,
find that
give me
attractive.
a 6-pack lumberjack.
Guys, we're
Looks
going
exactly like
into
the road, like-
There's this guy on TikTok. I say he just chops wood.
I've heard about that. I've heard about
It's actually so hot.
See,
I don't know this guy, so you guys need to show me. What is this?
it. Guys.
and he's in like overall. No, what do they call it?
It's like
the-
a
dungarees?
white beater, like a tank top, a white tank top.
I swear it's like
Like the ones that has the straps,
it's not.
right?
Yeah,
And
that's
overalls.
straps.
Yeah, overalls.
But they're not really overalls because they.
They're
Yeah.
called overalls.
Okay. Yeah, overalls.
And then sometimes he just like rips apart his shirt. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay.
I feel comfortable. All right. Next one. So red flags for women.
Okay.
Number 1 on my list was gossiping.
Okay.
Number 2, astrology, tarot cards, and horoscopes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not really into that, but yeah.
Yeah. You?
It
doesn't bother you?
It describes a lot of people that I know. So, a lot of people I call friends. So.
Number 3, into their social media. So like we're always posting and search for
Yeah.
liking,
Yeah.
following everyone and all that not.
I can understand that.
So number 4 is what I said was the Swiftie or pop culture addict. So they follow and it's like, oh my God, this person's in Sydney. Oh my
Like
God, they're
fangirling?
eating. Fangirling
Yeah.
and all that.
Oh my God, they're eating.
I don't know. That was the best example came on my head. And then the next one, also I said shopping.
Okay, so all one.
Hey, technically I had 2.
Oh my gosh, he's counting.
Hey, he started counting first. I'm just
No,
adding
Luke
on.
needs a win. Luke needs a win.
Yes. Okay.
All right. But yeah, how do you guys feel about those 2 lists?
I feel like they're quite relatable, both sides.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
I can
sense.
understand both. From the female.
I tell you
and
what,
male's
I'm
perspective.
surprised doom scrolling wasn't on there. I consider that as a hobby, don't you guys?
I don't consider that a hobby.
I mean, like scrolling.
think we all do it.
Exactly. But
I-
like,
it's not a
hobby.
hobby.
If we all do it, it's not a hobby.
It's not a hobby.
what?
Like, is breathing a hobby? You know what I'm saying?
But there's
That was
two
such
different
an
things.
extreme.
One is
Yeah,
required
but
of
we
the
all
league.
do it. We have to. Do you remember? It's like I think doom scrolling is almost like the sign of the ages. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
especially with social media.
can't not have a phone and like not doom scroll.
Yeah. I think we're all.
I don't
Like-
agree with that. Though.
Do you
Culprits of
not
that.
doom scroll?
But
Yeah, we're all
people do
culprits of
scroll
that.
through videos just as like to pass time, right? And enjoy it,
I
right?
still don't consider that a hobby.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
And the definition of a hobby
like
is
TikTok
to,
addiction.
Yeah,
That type of thing.
yeah.
Sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Well, that I guess that just aligns with the social media addiction.
Yeah, I guess. Any comments, Jenny? You were awfully quiet during that time.
I doom scroll. I feel like I need it. I love it. I'm just
Oh,
I'm not even gonna say no. I do it before bed. I do it when I wake up. That's it. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Fair enough.
Makes sense.
All
Makes
right,
sense.
so, we already done this, but, no, sorry. What hobbies have you tried and didn't stick to? Do you guys recall any?
Yeah. I used to do polymer clay,
Oh.
like
What is
polymer
that?
clay
It's like,
charms.
okay,
What is
jewelry
that?
and stuff.
Charms. Yeah. Like
nice.
you sculpt clay.
And then you
into,
bake
like,
it.
Yeah, and then you bake it, and then like you.
Oh, I've
Put the
seen that
little-
recently.
Yeah, it's still big. I think it did a resurgence.
Yeah. I've been seeing that recently.
I think my partner bought a bunch of clay and then never touched it.
Yeah.
Like she's just like, this would be good, but then just forgot about
Yeah,
it.
it's really hard because like if you work with white clay, you get a lot of like lint in it, and it's like
oh,
doesn't
that
look
is
great.
annoying. Yeah.
And then like obviously if you turn on the oven for like a tiny little thing, it's like a lot of energy
yeah,
just
yeah.
to
Yeah,
like
yeah.
bake
True.
something.
And it's quite like, I guess, finicky because it's like quite small, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you're-
Can you use an air fryer?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, like
probably,
to bake, yeah, probably.
But like you might burn your white clay. You might need to just cover it with
Because it's
something.
more concentrated
Oh,
heat. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense. No, that's fair.
What were you saying?
Journaling.
Bro, oh my god.
Hard.
Same, bro.
It's like travel journaling / just normal like daily journaling. I always do it at the beginning of the year and it just falls through for like
So do you still have the same journal for many years?
Bro, oh my god.
I literally have the same journal, like, but it's not one that I write like my feelings or jot things down. It's more just a compilation of like, I guess, photos and drawings and random things. But yes, I haven't filled that journal.
Yeah, well, when
Yeah.
the first time I went to Europe and like when I was 18, I got myself this gorgeous leather-bound journal from Italy.
Nice.
And then I've written 4 pages.
Yeah.
Over the past year.
Yeah.
And this
I'm the same.
podcast exists because I can't be bothered journaling. This is like a way to record down my thoughts and stuff like that without like writing it down.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I can't ever stick to
Ulterior
it.
motive.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
What, are you not going to listen to this one day, you know?
I listened to too much while editing.
I thought that was the whole point of this podcast. To
Yeah.
like,
10 years from now.
Alright.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just it's like a rant session for me.
Yeah.
To just express and chat and get to
Okay.
know you guys and
I guess we have
all of the
to
above.
motives and purposes. All right. My
makes
one
sense.
was
Wait, what?
running.
Oh no, you go.
Sorry, running. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Used to run
that's
on- we
fair.
used to run
running,
on
yeah.
COVID.
yeah.
I was so fit.
Never
wow,
again.
that was so good.
Never again.
I loved it so much.
Oh,
I do enjoy running.
For real. When we did the thing where like we would follow the leader,
I did
Yeah.
not.
What?
that was great.
During
So we
COVID
all- What do you
time.
You fucking
Can you
loved it.
explain
I
that?
was there hating it. I was
You're at
like,
the end just like
I hate going up this hill.
it's all coming out.
Hey, that was a very. To be fair, that was a very steep hill, and it was pretty long.
That pulled me through though, man.
Yeah, but
Like-
once you get over that hill, it's like
Yeah,
Funny.
yeah. But the thing is, the hill was like the first fifth of it, like after the first fifth, and then it's just like
There was
it
more?
still kept going.
Oh,
was like
fair enough. Wait, what's follow the
7
leader?
Yeah,
kilometers.
yeah. So we all broke COVID rules, except Luke
Love
because he
that.
lived here, so
Yes.
that's fine.
So everyone else came here.
Everyone else. So it was just us 3, right?
Oh, literally?
Yeah.
Oh,
Started
okay,
off us
okay.
3,
And
yeah.
then
Okay.
you would run, and then we would like follow the leader. Wait, the person in front.
Like a timer will go off, and then the person
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is
yeah,
last
yeah,
has to
yeah.
run up to catch up to first.
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah, and
I
then we'll
see,
just
I see.
rotate essentially
Yeah.
every minute or so.
Okay.
and the
and
first
then-
person like manages the speed of group.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
Okay.
And then I can't remember how many kilometers the entire run was.
It was about
like-
67.
Sometimes we do 10.
Nice.
Yeah, sometimes
yeah,
we would
sometimes
throw
we
it
do
in
10.
extra.
Solid.
Yeah.
No wonder you hated it. It's a long time.
I'm
yeah.
asthmatic. I thought I was struggling, but yeah.
Yeah,
fair enough.
oh no.
And then I think that group like expanded to like maybe 12 at some point, or 10 or 12.
Maybe.
I do remember seeing.
Legit,
hearing
it was
about
like a
it.
lot of people.
I'll say
I feel like we did workouts in the park, but not,
Yeah, but
yeah.
okay.
but not running.
We didn't convince that many people to run, but I
Yeah.
think there was an inflection point where I think there was like 8 people in total running or something,
Yeah.
and then eventually everyone was like, "Nah, safe." So we like did
Yeah.
workouts in the park.
Went on to a tangent to do something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that sounds fun. But yeah, running.
But then everyone's back into running now, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
runs
all the
off
run
and all
clubs.
that. The roads one, especially.
The Bay Run.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Bay Run
So
as well,
many.
especially.
Yeah. I go Bay Run like maybe once, twice, no, once every week or fortnight.
Oh, really?
And there's always so many different run clubs all the time. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who you running with?
I run with Dan.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
nice,
So it's just the
nice,
two of
nice.
us. But then I think his club also does his CYL club does a run every Sunday mornings.
Oh, because there's a rowing thing there,
No,
right?
no, it's just
No.
they do a run and then
Okay.
they go training.
Oh,
after.
okay, yeah.
So it's quite early in the mornings, but yeah.
So why didn't any of these hobbies stick? For me, it was inflicting with my gym goals. I'm like, oh, I'm trying to gain weight, like kind of productive.
That
Oh,
makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What about you guys? What was the reason?
Mine was like, it was too hard. Like the logistics of making clay charms was too hard. Like you needed a very tidy space, and I had a very small space, so it was it was like a multi-purpose space. So it was hard to like keep clean all the time.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
What about you two journalists?
I think I have no excuses. But no, I think I get in this habit where I have to like do everything to a certain level, like a little bit like perfectionism. Perfectionism? Not
Perfectionism.
professionalism. I was trying to put perfect and professional together. Anyway.
It's not a job interview. It's okay.
Yeah. And so I think, yeah, I always stop myself from doing something because I'm always like thinking about it too much.
Yeah. I know
Whereas
that.
I should just go for it and do it. So I'm trying to work on that.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the pen's got to be right, or
Yeah.
the page is got to be right.
Yeah, like, or
you
I
know.
have to do it in this area, and then I can't do it here.
If the pages aren't ruled, then like, you know,
Yeah.
it's like the spacing's weird and
yeah,
stuff.
I've been there.
so many factors.
Yeah, there's a preciousness to it that I think that
yes.
stops me from doing it.
Yeah.
But this is just like word vomit. Like, This is
Yeah.
whatever comes in my mind, I can just like get out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then at some point it's recorded, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
and we can like delete what we
like
want to say
captured
or
immediately.
whatnot. Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Not
Yeah.
that we delete anything.
No,
that we say.
no. But yeah.
Yeah.
And then running. I think running was probably just, I don't like running by myself.
Oh,
It's just a personal thing, but
No,
I
fair.
do want to.
I push
Pick it
harder
up.
if I'm running with someone. It's just
Yeah.
the mentality.
that's why it
of
was
Yeah.
always torture.
It's a lot
Yeah.
more funny.
Because the everyone with you and Daniel was dying, bro. It was, you guys are much fitter than I am, and I think we did it like once or twice, and I was like absolutely dying.
Yeah.
Nah.
But it's good motivation.
But it was the fastest time that I've ever had per kilometer.
So good.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Very nice, very nice.
Rewarding.
Next question. Is it better to have an expensive hobby or a cost-free hobby? What do you guys reckon? I think expensive
Could do
hobby.
both. Oh, I could.
Oh,
I say like
Why?
start cheap and then like invest money if you think this is something that you want to continue doing.
what's an expensive hobby?
Gym. That gym membership.
Cycling could be one too, like all the gear and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, Pilates, don't you have to pay for a pass
Yeah.
and everything?
Yeah.
You pay weekly, you know. Like there's an opt out, right?
It is an
you know?
investment. At the beginning, I definitely thought of it as an investment.
I was thinking like golf is expensive.
Oh yeah, golf.
too.
Yeah.
That's a
That's something
That's
else.
a hobby that I've seen a lot more people been picking up as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a mate just started it and they were just like, oh, I spent like $1,000 on clubs.
Yeah.
Like already. I'm like,
Equipment,
Wow.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, what?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think there's a right or wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I don't think it's bad if you like invest in a hobby and then it doesn't turn out to be what you wanted, for example, as long as you know you gave it a go. But yeah, I think I do agree with Vu where it's good to try a hobby that has like, I guess, minimal investment. Just because you're not like in your mind, you're not feeling like it's a waste. But I think people who invest as well don't want to waste their money, right?
That's exactly
So-
my motivation.
Yes,
Like, I'm already
exactly.
too far into it.
Correct.
Like stopping now is just a
Correct.
waste, right?
Yeah.
And at what point is it just like hate using a thing?
Yeah, like I wouldn't
'Cause
go
you feel
full
bad for spending too
throttle
much
of just
money.
like investing everything
Motivation is motivation, right? And I think thinking about it now
to an extent.
as well. I guess that's how gym, like
Yeah.
the sign up bonuses, all
Yeah.
free, bring a friend and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's like all cheap at first, and it's like,
Yeah.
bam, here's how much it costs now.
Yeah, like actually.
Yeah,
And if you don't go, you feel bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you go, it's like, oh, each visit is only like $2 if you work it out. or
Yeah,
some shit.
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have
yeah,
you
yeah,
have
yeah,
to
yeah,
visit.
yeah.
just to like cash it out, budget it.
It's true.
But yeah,
It's true.
what do you
It's
reckon,
like
Jenny?
investing in clothes as well, right? Like investment per
I
wear.
heard about that. I've seen so many videos.
Investment per wear.
Is that like 20 wears? How much does it cost
Yes.
each wear and all that?
Yes.
Yeah, true. That is like a value proposition that you can make. How many times you use the thing, and then like, okay, each time is X amount of dollars. So the more you use it, the more worth it is.
Definitely.
Yeah. But you think, Jenny, you think it's...
I don't think it really matters. Do what you want to do.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, all right.
Agreed.
Fair enough. What do you and your partner share? What hobby do you and your partner share?
I'd say cooking, walking, runs. Yeah, I feel like we always like to do things and try to be busy, but then also we enjoy just lying on the couch and just like watching like YouTube
Yeah,
videos together
yeah.
and stuff like that. But I think the most important thing is like balance.
Do you have a social one that you share with your partner?
Not so much. Not so much. I think I'm now a part of like his social group whenever we go out to like eat and I guess do activities and stuff like that. But it's hard because, you know, his activities already like so like he does dragon boating obviously, so that's already like a social and physical thing that he has to do, and I don't really want to involve myself too much because that's his own hobby and space. So yeah.
What about you, Jenny?
We game together.
Who's better, you or Julian?
Julian. Yeah.
Fair enough. Did he show you how to play?
No. We.
No, that was already your thing.
Yeah. Well, like League of Legends is so big, so like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
everyone sort of plays already. But I guess he started to play TFT, and then I was like, oh, what's this? And then I was never interested in it. And then because he was spending more time with it, I guess I was like, oh, maybe I should spend some time on it as well. So then I'm addicted.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
What about you, Vu?
Krav Maga and maybe the D&D as well.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
part of our
that's
D&D group too.
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
That's right.
So that's
Yeah.
fun.
That's good.
Yeah, no, she loathes cooking.
Oh, really?
Like, she hates cooking. Well, like, she doesn't hate cooking. She's just very bad at cooking.
Oh.
like,
Okay.
like has to follow the recipe to the T type stuff.
Oh.
You know?
Not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, but then it like she is so much more anxious during and after cooking than it is ever worth it. So it's just like, babe, it's
For you and her?
yeah. Because
Fair enough.
in essence, it's my kitchen. You know what I mean? But like,
I see.
and she just rents it out the days that she cooks. But that's why I do most of the cooking.
Yeah.
Love you. Thank you for putting in the effort. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, very nice, very nice.
What about you?
In my previous relationship, with you, not currently, you know,
Uh-huh.
but what? I don't even know. Watching horror movies? Would that be considered?
It's not a hobby, bro.
I would say
It's a different one.
I mean, like we would wait for the next horror movie.
That's
to
a
watch it.
date. That's just a normal date.
That's a
Yeah, but like
repetitive
horror
thing.
movies specifically is
Yeah.
hobbies.
Yeah,
I'm
watch
with-
old
I'm
horror
with
movies.
Jenny on this
watch new horror movies, and it challenges you because you gotta not shit your pants while you watch it.
Who was more scared, you or her?
Like this is me all the time. Like literally
Oh
like
my
that. I like
gosh.
that.
Okay.
Yeah. For those who are listening, my hands covered with fingers split,
Like
so I
with-
can see through one.
Peeking.
Yeah,
Oh,
but yeah,
goodness.
walking. Yeah, walking would be a lot. Yeah, she would join me on walks, but she would also hate walking.
Oh.
love
It's like, are we
walks.
done? Is this enough?
Oh, that's not a hobby.
That
If
is-
she hates it.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's something we share though.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
No, if she hates
Okay.
it, that's not.
Like
movies
Vu
and TV
said
shows.
that Maurice is like cooking is not a hobby that they
Yeah.
do together.
Yeah.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
Watching TV shows and movies for the big ones.
It's not acceptable according to Jenny, bro.
I'm with Jenny. guys.
That's
all.
no.
Like, wait. Like, if you watch like, okay, a big one was like, let's say, Married at First Sight. People like, and watching like Singles Inferno, you watch it together.
It's not a hobby.
Yeah, it's not a hobby. That's just
So that sounds like
spending time together.
trashy reality TV shows though. That feels like
But you enjoy it when
specific
an
enough to be a hobby.
episode coming out, right?
That's specific. That everything that you watch is going to be specific enough.
Oh, I don't know.
No, let's do a comedy night. Oh, it's specific enough.
Like I'm just giving the man a break.
Thank you. And these movies are weird. You guys.
I listened to the
No.
attachment style episodes right before this. I just feel bad.
Wow.
The
wow.
walking
I'm
red
kidding.
flag
I'm
that he
kidding.
was in that
No,
episode.
you don't want that. You don't want that, Luke.
Gosh, damn.
No. We need a different answer.
Oh gosh. All right. Anyways,
Yeah. So nothing else. That's just watching stuff together.
yeah, just watching stuff together.
You not
And
do
eating.
anything active.
Would you change that
Yeah.
in your next relationship?
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind, but it also doesn't bother me.
Do you think that could have contributed? I'm gonna get
No,
so sad
no.
now. Do you think that would have could have contributed to?
No.
No.
No?
So with absolute certainty.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Oh, hang on. I have a question.
Okay. But
do you
no?
go, yeah.
Okay.
Well, sorry. To finish off that sentence, was like, do you think it contributed to the breakup? Was that what you're going for?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or
Yeah,
like
no.
the feeling of malaise that would have
No.
Yeah.
clouded
No.
the moment. Okay.
Nothing would have changed. Yep.
Nothing would have changed. But
Because we were okay, like having our own hobbies and all of that. Yeah.
But according to
But-
Jenny, they weren't hobbies.
yeah, as in like the things that you do together, the things that you do together.
I'm saying like
your,
I
own,
said,
your
like-
own time doing your own stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
that's why I also asked about like, being there, watching a movie. I'm doing one thing, she's doing another thing.
But her other thing was also just watching more things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and on her phone.
Would you have wanted to do like more
Active things?
active / public things with your ex at the time?
Yeah.
Honestly, it wouldn't have bothered me. Yeah.
So if it was public, it wouldn't have bothered you.
Like we've gone to the beach before.
Okay.
And all that stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Or like in a group setting.
Yeah, wouldn't have bothered me.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. What was your question,
What was
Jenny?
your question, Jenny?
What was your question,
Are you
Jenny?
guys
Yeah,
just
yeah,
cut,
okay.
like
No. Just learning
No.
more about you, man. Just learning more about you.
all right.
We'll move on.
My question is, do you find people that don't have hobbies a turn off?
I think not having your own individual hobbies is a little bit of a red flag.
Because I find a lot of girls just don't have hobbies. Well, their hobbies, doom scrolling, watching TV. That's it.
She
Look,
games.
I have more.
that's
I have more of a personality.
Yeah, no, you definitely do. No, you definitely do.
Just TV
I don't know
shows.
many girls who are like that though. But anyway, I wouldn't. I'm not a fan of that.
I'm the
Like
same.
even with the same with guys. Like if it was the
yeah,
same.
I'm the same. I
Yeah.
don't-
Like I think it's important.
I think at one point I would have described myself that way, but I still would have done the things that I'm doing now. Like it's just a matter of like those people don't think that it's a hobby. Does that make sense?
I know what you mean. Like even to this day, when people ask you like, "Oh, what you do on the weekend?" I say the regular same stuff.
Yeah, right.
And-
but you're still doing something specific.
Yeah, you're doing something specific, but like to them, it's like, "Oh, just another week."
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah,
just
right.
about you not sharing what you're doing. really.
Yeah.
It's not.
Hey,
No.
hey, my entire
No
workplace knows about my
reflection.
podcast.
No, yeah.
You guys talk
that's
about my
fine.
podcast to your
I
workmates?
do. But
Hang on, but you like actually have hobbies, whereas like some people, they're like on the weekends, they're just
they
like
actually don't do anything.
they don't do anything.
Yeah.
They
No,
just
I'm,
watch.
I'm saying I don't think it's
shows.
physically possible
or,
to
like-
have no hobbies.
Nah. How many girls out there actually don't have hobbies?
I've never met anyone that's like devoid of passion. You know, like they might say that because you ask them, and it's kind of putting them on the spot. But like I've never met anyone that was genuinely just nothing.
Well, like yeah, but they could just watch TV shows because I don't find that.
Yeah. Like for
But like,
example,
I don't know. Like imagine coming home from work and then just watching TV just for the entire night after that, and then like on the weekends as well, just watching TVs.
That's me. What? That's me.
You go to the gym.
Yeah.
It's different.
You edit this podcast.
Yeah, exactly. But like a lot of people out there, they just don't have anything other than the TV.
yeah. Or there's like even people who have like families and, you know, they take care of their family and they don't really have time to really
Okay,
do
well that's
anything
that's
else.
that's
different, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's different.
Different. But yeah.
I've never encountered anyone. What about you, Luke?
Wait, but okay. No, do you find it a turn off?
I've never met anyone
But
that's
like,
like that.
The
hypothetically,
concept.
Like I would sit down and just keep digging until
You
they
find
tell
something?
me. Yeah,
And if
honestly.
they didn't give you
Sounds
anything,
like
it's
you.
like, oh, what'd you do over the weekend? Oh, I just chilled. It's like, what'd you just chill? Oh, I just lay in bed. And that keeps going on and on in that same pattern.
Well, then it's a conversational dead end, and then we'll talk about something else. I don't know. Like, it's
But there's nothing else to talk about. You see my problem here.
like, I guess, but I don't know. I'm sure someone has something. Everyone has something. You know, I haven't met anyone that's nothing.
That's fair.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, what about you? What do you don't mind?
Thinking about it, like it does sound like a problem. Like I have trouble. I'm a person that's like have trouble saying things, as you can see, as you guys can hear on the podcast, and me like
Sir.
and all that.
Like admitting things, not saying
No,
things.
both.
You can say.
Like I don't know what to say. I mean, I don't think anything is important to say, so I don't say it.
Yeah, okay,
right?
that's
okay.
both.
If you put
it's a
me,
bad combination, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you put me with someone that has nothing in their life,
yeah.
I'm just like, okay, let's go. I'm gonna go this way. You go that way.
We're just going to move on.
Yeah, it's like next person, please. Swipe. Anyways, but yeah, right. It's like when you talk to a
So
person.
there's no small talk.
No, exactly. Like you know, when you're like dating someone, you're talking to a person, and they're like very dead, and they don't talk back with like one word replies.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
practically like that, isn't it? We have no hobby.
well, no. You can have a personality
Yeah, but
without
like
having.
that's to me what it's like. With someone with no like hobbies is with someone with no personality. Because we did say earlier about our hobbies is like a personality trait, right? So if you don't
Yeah.
have hobbies, you don't have a personality. Yes?
Hand in hand. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. To an extent.
Gavel. Ding ding.
Yeah, but to Boo's point, like it's just whatever you consider a hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like some guys might not consider like makeup a hobby, but like some girls might invest like hours on it
Yeah.
to try.
Some
and,
girls
Each
think
their
that
own.
TV shows is not a hobby. And some guys just invest in it. Sorry.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not going to say no to
Yeah.
that. Really not. I'm with you, Jenny.
We're either getting more comfortable or too comfortable at this podcast.
But yes. All right. So with that, let's go to our concluding question. Oh wait, no, we got one more. What is one hobby you think that all of us will enjoy?
Badminton.
no, Lucas can't play any sport.
Yeah.
Oh, he showed up.
I
Yeah, he's
will
got a bad
break
shoulder.
an ankle.
Oh.
At work today, like my team leader was throwing like stuff at me to see if I could catch because you know I'm bad at catching.
Like, why is he throwing stuff at you?
I was the same thing. And then like I fumbled so many times, like, bro, you're gonna be so bad at tappanyaki if we ever go. Or if you like at tappanyaki, not if we go, but yeah.
Wait, are you just like uncoordinated?
Yeah, man.
very
Hand-eye
uncoordinated.
coordination.
I did not know that.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Good
just
to know.
like, yeah, just don't throw anything
That
at
sounds so
me.
muscular to be uncoordinated. Okay, sure.
Sorry?
You're so muscular but uncoordinated.
No, there are people like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a bad eye perception. I'm like, and I panic. It's like, it's coming to me, don't.
Oh,
I don't know.
maybe you just don't have enough training. Like,
Oh no, like
Yeah, skill issue.
nah, like at a young age when I was like very chubby and my brother tried to get me to play sports and he was into footy, he would always make me like catch the ball if he's kicking it. Like
and what, you wouldn't catch it?
Maybe you
Or
just
like,
didn't. You
what?
didn't like to be
You're
that person.
traumatized? I just
didn't like it.
Traumatized.
It's a
I think
trauma
it's
one, I
response.
had to
traumatizing. Yeah.
run for the ball and it would be like in opposite directions, and two is like spearheading my way. We're
Yeah.
talking about a football, right? And it's like it's like torpedo.
He was doing that for your health.
Yeah, or he just didn't want someone to like. He didn't want to go chase the ball after he kicks
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Potato,
You're a ball boy.
potato.
You're a ball boy.
Yeah, I was a ball boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a bit of trauma there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. But still, like, I'm very uncoordinated.
Okay.
Like, I could be right. You could just throw something at me. I'll fumble so hard.
Okay.
That's
So
how
let's
that
not
Wow,
try
that's,
that.
not
that's
a
interesting.
sport.
Okay. Let's not
We can make a
then.
video. Anyways, this
We're doing this already together. This is the
is
hobby
like
already.
another hobby.
Another.
Another hobby. Yes, for dead silence.
No.
We could read together.
Movies, horror movies. Even though Vu hates horror
Not
movies.
a
That's
hobby.
not a hobby.
He doesn't
not a
like
hobby.
horror, and we are not agreeing about.
Hiking?
We can do
Oh yeah, we
Pilates.
could do
Hiking,
hiking. Oh, Pilates too. Yeah, I want to see that.
I'll be screaming for an hour straight.
Again, want to see that.
Yeah, hiking.
Yeah,
Ouija
hiking
board?
would be a good option.
I think we can do.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that could be one.
Cute.
Anything
Definitely.
else? Anything else? One more.
Okay.
Well, I feel like
Done a lot
sport
of
is such a
stuff.
big, like a big thing that you've just turned down,
Yeah.
and
What?
then
What was it?
sport, like
Oh, yeah.
sports.
I think if anything, that's probably the only thing we haven't done. Like
What?
Hiking.
no sports, other than like working out. Because we've done a
Yeah.
few things together, but like road
That's
trips
true.
aren't a hobby. Like, you know,
No, it's not.
True.
you can.
No.
Oh, girls. Yes or no?
No.
Stop that.
Oh, rude. Fine. Camping? No.
Oh,
Camping.
Camping is a hobby.
Is it
Camping is a hobby.
Actually, you
wouldn't
guys,
we
you guys will do
I
it.
would say, not no, but I was agreeing that camping is a hobby. But
Okay, but would you
yes.
do it with us?
What does that entail? Does that entail like a tent?
Camping or glamping?
Tent? I've never
Either one?
camped like with a tent
Oh, you never camped.
with a group. I've only done it like individually.
Okay.
Easter.
What do you mean individually?
I was like, I had to set up an individual tent and stayed in that individual tent.
Or you mean like you want to do it with other, like sleep with someone else in a tent?
Or like, yeah, or go on as a group. It was like a boot camp.
That's a doable
so it's
thing
bit
that we can do.
different.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That is so doable. All right.
We can definitely do the hikes. I want to do the hikes.
Sam's vetoed the camping already.
No, it's just camping is, an investment.
Like everything else is
I
an
don't-
investment.
Hiking is not. It's just
Yeah,
true.
it's just the amount of effort that you put in.
Yeah, she's right.
Yeah.
there.
Investment.
Depending
Right,
on my
correct.
hike as well.
Well, I don't
free.
have any of the stuff for camping. If you guys have, sure.
Luke does.
I do.
Covered. All right.
Ken.
You're in it now. You can back out.
Yeah, I won't back out.
All right. Last one, concluded question. What hobby would you recommend to our viewers? Honestly?
Learning how to
Pilates.
cook. Learning how to cook. Cooking is good.
Yeah, cooking's great.
That's
I think it's a
nice.
life skill.
Life skill.
It's a life skill. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. It's to be that person that cannot look after themselves by not cooking is like super not hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so you find that not attractive. That could have been
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
No, for sure.
Well, it's fine. Like you learn how to cook. Like I'm not gonna be yuck. You don't know how to cook, but it's just better if you know how to take care of yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Don't
You've
start a
taken the initiative.
conversation. Don't start a conversation with food by saying, I hate cooking. Or I don't know how to cook.
Yeah.
I still love you, Maurice. still gonna do the thing. Don't worry.
Dancing.
Okay.
If you want to learn
Now
how to
you
dance,
need to do
Now
that
you're
first.
you need to do that first.
if you want to learn how to dance, hit
you
me
do-
up so we can go together.
Oh.
If you already know how to dance, still hit me up. Potato. Win-win.
Men's a single.
No, you just need to do it. Like, just go for it. Go for it.
Both option works there. Anyways, Jenny.
I think walking.
Yes, walking.
Yeah, walking's nice.
It's good for your mental health.
So if
Saves
you
money on
walk,
travel.
you can listen to this podcast.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Multitasking.
Start your cardio after your gym workout. You guys.
That's good.
Please follow,
good.
and subscribe.
I agree.
Yeah, nice.
Very good.
Well, agree. Well, thank you guys for listening. This was Casual Corner Chats. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, if you liked the episode, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.
You can listen to us weekly on Spotify or watch us on YouTube.
If you're interested in more content, check out our Instagram and TikTok.
Comment on any of our platforms if you have a question or a topic that you want us to cover.
See you guys next time.
Bye.